Good guys, it's your boy Smitty Conversations, and I'm back with another video. So I wanted to just catch up with you guys and see how you guys are doing. I just came back, and I'm not paid, but I do want to shout out St. Maarten in the Sonesta Resort. It was a beautiful resort, had a good time. I'm nice and tan, beautiful clear skies, beautiful water, everything was great. And sometimes you just need vacations to reevaluate like things that you're working on, right? So I have some new things that I'm working on, but I also wanted to build the page and start being a little bit more active. So that's what I'm doing. So today I want to talk about like a controversial topic that is going on in my world, right? So this Tyler Perry statement is really having men and women kind of going against each other.
In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than black men, right? There are a lot of black men who are successful, but for the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job and is a good man and is good to you and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill, as long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm gonna cover.
And I want to know what you guys think, so please comment below or email me. My email is in the description. But I want to know what you guys think, but I definitely have my opinion. So I want to paraphrase what Tyler Perry basically said. So I don't have the information in front of me, but basically what Tyler Perry is insinuating that a lot of women, especially black women, that's who he mentioned, are choosing finances over love, characteristics, and I think intangibles and foundation, right? That's basically what he's saying. And he discussed basically how most black women are making more money than black men, right? And so they're saying, so basically what he's saying is like, in order for women to be happy, they may have to start choosing intangibles instead of finances. And he's stating like, yo, if you make the bread, like if the female makes most of the money in that relationship and the needs are met, then rock with that guy. And I think the controversial thing that he said, the most controversial thing he said was like, even if he can pay the light bill, love that guy if he meets and checks all those other boxes of what you need within a man, right? And so I have my opinion on it, and I just kind of want to talk about it, right? And so one of my opinions, and I think women, this is kind of going over some women's heads, is that he's not saying date a bum. And I think a lot of times we think of providing as financing, and it's different, right? Because if someone just only provides money, they're not really financing. I mean, they're not really providing, they're just financing you, right? So providing money is part of it. Like I believe, my personal opinion, I think the man should work towards paying the lion's share of bills. But whatever your nuclear family is, and then whatever foundation y'all have set up, if it works for you, cool, right? Cool, it works for you. So, in my opinion, I do believe there's a lot of merit to what Tyler Perry is saying. I know a lot of homegirls that they work hard, they grind it, they went to school, they're making money, and they want a man to match what they have going on. And a lot of these women say this. They say, yo, I'm paying 100% of the bills myself. What I look like paying 50-50 or funding another guy, I could just be by myself and fund my whole lifestyle myself, right? And I do agree, and I know women personally in my life who are missing out on good men due to certain standards and expectations that they're giving up, right? And I know a lot of women that have met great guys. There was a guy that one of the girls I knew were dating, and he worked for Coda, and he had certain vacation days, and she just was like, his lifestyle just isn't meeting mine. But the guy loved the heck out of her, worshipped her feet. He had a good job, he had good benefits. And she gave up on this guy due to career reasons. And that thing happened, I think those things happen a lot. And so for me, right, this is just my opinion, I think women should start focusing more on a man's characteristics, his foundation, whether it's foundation and whether it's his moral compass, whether it's his relationship with his spirituality, his higher power. I think women should start investing more and paying attention more into a guy's intangibles. I'm not saying settle for a bum just because he's nice to you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying invest in intangibles and invest in a man's characteristics And if you pour into him, it will blossom and grow like a flower, right? And so a lot of times as human beings, we want instant gratification. And with instant gratification, there's typically bad results, right? If you use a drug, yes, you get an instant result, but there's consequences. You get fast food, yes, there's instant results, but it's not the most healthiest thing for you. Typically, things that are instant are not the healthiest for you, and most things that are correctly done through a process are last longing, like grandmother's Thanksgiving dinner. When grandmother cooks Thanksgiving dinner, she knows how to mix it up. I mean, people, like I know in my family, they start cooking the meal the night before, right? And so I'm talking about the night before they're cooking a meal for that next day, but it comes out great, comes out beautiful, and it gives your body the nutrition that it needs, right? And so a lot of times fast things are not okay. And so I'm just gonna give you guys a few stories, and hopefully this will help somebody. I want to first share about my sister. So my sister, she's now and still is married to my brother-in-law. And when they were younger, she got a lot of slack because she was paying on the bills while he was going through school. And they had 2 kids. And so my niece and a nephew, and it's kind of like not normal for a male, my niece and a nephew, they share one room. So they live in a 2-bedroom apartment. My niece and nephew both shared a room. And then my sister and my brother-in-law stayed in another room. And they didn't live in the most, I guess, the best area. But they made it work. He ended up getting his degree, getting his master's degree. And then once he was able to pay the bills, they switched. And now he was paying all the bills while she went to school. And now they're living in Atlanta. They live in a big ass house. They're enjoying life. They travel all the time. And they invested in each other's characteristics. And as a result, the guy is committed because she rocked with him. She stayed with him. So he's not cheating. He's committed to her. She's committed to him. And it paid off. Stories like that happen so often because she invested in the guy's intangibles. He worked hard. He had a foundation with God, right? He was a good person. He loved her. And so it's long lasting when you trust the process. Even like with me, I'll share my situation with you guys. I won't be vulnerable with you guys. So I'm married now, right? I went to St. Maarten to celebrate my 5th year anniversary. When I first met my wife, I was 18 years old. Yeah, young, dumb, stupid, couldn't be faithful, couldn't be none of those things. But I had good foundation. I was ambitious. I had good character, and I did have the qualities to be successful. I just didn't put it all together yet. So my wife seen something in me that I didn't see within myself. But she stuck with me for as long as she can. She actually left because, I was doing dumb shit. But she ended up coming. Once I kind of got myself together, she came back. And now, like, I work twice as hard. Like, I'm faithful and I'm committed to her, and she poured into me. And now, like, I'm not saying I'm balling, but I'm pretty successful, and she reaps all the benefits. And like a lot of her homegirls is like, man, you done hit the lottery with this guy. But it's because she poured into me. And so I feel like I'm indebted to her, so I'm committed to her. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So I just encourage women out there, like, be careful about trying to hit the home run with guys, right? And like, I'm not no red pill, blue pill type of guy, like I don't like the manosphere type of stuff. But I do agree with some of it when it's talking about like, fuck the high value guys, right? High value and all that stuff. But I do agree that a lot of times women are trying to hit home runs and they're looking for men based off finances. And a lot of these guys aren't going to commit to you the way you want them to, because they do have options, right? They have options because they're the small percentile of guys. But also, you weren't there in the beginning. You weren't there through the blood, sweat, and tears. You weren't there when they grinded to get that success, right? Or maybe they was just spoiled when everything was handed to them, and they don't know how to appreciate a woman like you, because for them, unfortunately, you're a dime a dozen. So I think we just want instant gratification. And the best way to have long-lasting success is to find someone that you can build with, you can bond with, and that you love and actually like. Like, I have women friends who are dating guys that have cars, and even like, I'll keep it 100%, man. I have girls that's dating drug dealers, fat belly, you know what I'm saying? Like, just looking tore up, but they got money because they selling drugs, and it's like, man, you're selling your morals short for finances, where you don't really like this guy, you just you just are looking for comfort, which I get that instinctually women want comfort, right? They want to be protected, they want to feel secure, but you can find that same security in a guy that has ambition, that has a good foundation, that believes in God and that loves you. And trust me, I can speak for myself and I can speak for a lot of other men, especially my brother-in-law, where it's like a woman that believes in you. Like, man, my wife makes me want to work 10 times as hard, and I want to give her the world because she was with me when I didn't see the things that she saw in me, right? She believed in me, she poured in me. And so because she poured in me, she poured her support into me. When I did fail, like when I tried things, when I was going through the process, when I was stepping on the ledge to try new things like investing in properties or investing in businesses or going to school to get my degree or even my career that I do now, because I did those things, like I feel indebted into her. And so for me, like, if I can give her the world, I will. I'm committed because she poured into me and we went through this process together. We built something together. You guys get what I'm saying? So I do believe Tyler Perry on that point, but also women don't settle as far as like just because a guy treats you right, if he's not living right, if he doesn't have the foundations, if he doesn't have the character, I would encourage you to find something better, right? So that's my thoughts on just what Tyler Perry said. I think it was very controversial, but I think he does have a point. I think that women should start looking towards characteristics and investing in characteristics instead of just trying to find a finished product or just made-believe standards that TV and society sometimes brings, right? And just keeping in mind that, it's only a small percentage of guys that they're actually looking for. So that's it. Another video, and real quick, I just want to put this disclaimer. I want to start being a little bit more focused and a little bit more active in these videos. I'm motivated. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm pumped up. I've been working out. I'm looking good. I'm still, feeling good. Everything's going great about me. And, we're going to start pumping these things out, and hopefully you guys like the content. And I'm just going to have fun with it, and I hope you guys can have fun along the way. So my email's on the bottom if you got any questions, any concerns. I check my email. I got a lot of questions in there, so my bad, y'all. I want to get to these, and I'm going to start just sharing my thoughts on everything, all right? Y'all take it easy.